Welcome to JBLA. I'm Jackie Brown and this is the news. Well, it's hotter than a witch's tit here in California. Temperatures this whole week have been over 100 degrees and people are getting cranky, and I gotta tell you, some people are really starting to schmutz up the room, if you know. Big news today. 31 states have grown exponentially according to scientists who say people are getting fatter by the day. And it's not necessarily because of the amount of food that they shove in their mouth. At JBLA, I'm Jackie Brown, and this is the news. In Washington, politicians are still reeling over the sex scandal involving Idaho Senator Larry Craig. The senator continues to deny the allegations that he is gay. He has confirmed to us that he may be bipartisan. But we're going to go live to me right now out there at the scene of a tragedy that took place last night. Okay. Okay. In other news, yes, we have other news, but we'll be right back after this brief message. The news. A local family is mourning the loss of their mother, who was shot last week by police. For more on this story, we're going to go live to our reporter in the field, who is standing by close to where the tragedy unfolded.
That's right, Jackie. I'm here just outside the home of the family who is now mourning the loss of their mother, who was killed by police last week.
According to witnesses, the woman was pumping gas into her car while smoking a cigarette. The sleeve of her jacket caught fire and she began waving her arm in the air just as a patrol car passed by. Officers pulled into the station with guns drawn, and after several failed attempts to make the woman lower her arm, officers were forced to shoot her. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Jackie, if you can hear me, have the police released any statements of any kind?
Yes, police officials have released a statement to the press. After a brief investigation, they said that the shoot was justified because the woman was waving a firearm. I'm Jackie Brown for JBLA. Back to you in the studio.
A local women's group is hailing a major U.S. computer manufacturer after they announced that they've developed a computer chip that can play high-fidelity music in a woman's breast implants. The TIT, pronounced tit, will cost anywhere between $500 and $700 depending on speaker size. The manufacturer says there would be no outward sign of the implanted device, with the exception of two very tiny speaker covers, which they also say can be easily camouflaged by clothing. A spokesman for the women's group said that they consider this a major breakthrough because, as she put it, women have always complained about men staring at their breasts and not listening to them. In sports today, the headlines are raging with steroid use. It's plaguing all the athletes across the nation. You've heard the stories. Barry Bonds, Jose Canseco, Mark McGwire, they've all been accused of juicing up on these steroids to help pump up their game. But not everybody's on board with that. We have acquired some secret footage from a horse farm just outside of Phoenix, Arizona, where they believe bigger is not always better. Two for the Money, seen here during a practice run, is said to be equally as strong and fast as its four-legged counterparts, but costs only a quarter of what it takes to board and feed a four-legged track horse. He said he's extremely satisfied with what they're doing to help the environment and hopes more people will jump on board with this. The horse breeder says that although they've worked out many of the kinks, their only concern now is finding jockeys that would be small enough to ride the two-legged breed. That's it for the news. We thank you for watching JBLA today. We know you have many sources for news, both local and nationally, but we figured, why the hell would you go anywhere else?